Hey guys, what's up? It's Travis here from Outdoors with Travis. Today we are going to be setting up my new bow at Addicts Shooting and Tactical. We've got a bunch of new accessories. Let's hit it. What's up, my boy? You good?
Yeah,
You looking good?
yeah.
We're both to buy.
Yeah, I think it's a good day.
Let's hit it. Right guys, so this is going to be my bow probably for the next year and a half, 2 years. So I was very specific about the equipment that I wanted to put on it because I don't want to be the guy that's constantly tweaking and upgrading all the time. So I went for the best of the best out the gate. So I chose the CBE Trek Pro 3-pin sight. It's a 10th thou pin as well. What's nice about this is it's steel sight taped and it actually go out to about 130. My arrows are a bit heavy. I run a 575 grade arrow, so I don't think I'm going to get the full yardage, but nonetheless it's probably one of the best sights on the market at the moment, especially when it's a multi-pin sight slider. I've gone straight back to the Hunter Hybrid Pro from Hamsky. Never done me wrong. Got great results out the gate with it from my last bow, and I wasn't willing to change or tweak with it. If it works, don't fix it. I went with Quattro's brand new Velagos. Beautiful stabilizers, aesthetically pleasing. The tube itself is extremely light, which means you get some good FOC with your weights at the end of the stabilizer. I went for a 10-inch sidebar and a 15-inch front stabilizer, and I went for the Vero, I believe it's the 3.0 or otherwise the latest version, and I've obviously gone for a red and black theme on the bow, so everything's matching. And then one thing I haven't changed is my tight spot one-piece quiver. It's been doing me well, treating me well. It's really nice if you can just snap something off, snap it on, especially for packing purposes. But when I hunt, I never take it off. I leave it on the bow all the time. So yeah, we've got some cool accessories. I think it's going to be a great build, and Ivan's going to help us out today.
So first what we're going to do is put on his rest so that we can get his center shot set, get his knock ties down, and get his D-loop fitted. I'm really a fan of these Hamsky rests. Good micro adjust, makes it really easy to do your fine broadhead tuning or your more advanced like group tuning or stuff like that. So first thing I'm going to do is just slap this guy on here so that we can get his center shot or his arrow set. So we got his rest mounted up, got the level of it set up and down this way, so just get that matched so that we can get use the micro adjust to move it up and down from that. Back and forth, that is affected a lot by if you do advanced things like torque tuning. Generally as a starting point, what I just like to do, especially with these Hamskys, is run them just behind the riser. So where I've got it running is to where if the launch is down, it's just going to clear his riser. That eliminates any rebound issues off of the shelf. What I've got done here, I'm just going to eyeball the center shot. So I'm just going to make sure that the arrow is running about 13/16 of an inch off of his shelf. That's what PSC recommends from their starting point. And then what I'm also going to do is just check the up and downs. Unlike most people, I generally try and run the shaft in the top half of the burger button hole. From the target archery world, I've found it gives you a lot steadier hold on target. It's completely personal preference. But instead of running it through the middle of the burger button hole, I'm going to bump his rest up slightly, bump his knocking point up slightly, get it holding nicely. Generally, I find that it doesn't have those low dips, so that's how I go starting point for setting up his bow. So I'm just going to run his arrow at 90 degrees level at 13/16 from the riser, and then tie some knocking points. Alright. So I've got the knocking points finished on this bow here for Trevi. So all I did is double overhand and underhands, like John Dudley does. That's where I got my knocking points from. And then a tip from Tim Gillingham I learned. I do 2.5 times on the bottom what I do on the top. So quite a big knocking point on the bottom and a little tiny one on the top. That eliminates any knock pinch issues. So what Tim likes to do is he doesn't leave any gap on the knock, and then he does 2.5 times on the bottom, and he'll play with that until he doesn't get his arrow lifting with his rest. I'm gonna get a D-loop set up on Travis' bow. Luckily he's a regular customer here by us, so I know what D-loop length he likes to run. I've written that down. So I mean, D-loop length and draw length is two of the most important things on how the bow holds and aims. In my opinion, even more important than stabilizers. Coming from the target side, a lot of the time I'll set up my bow without stabilizers and then get my draw length and D-loop length right first. I'm here again Wednesday. I'm going to do this. If I'm not shooting anything this weekend, then I can be here. But yeah, if I'm shooting something. So what I'd like to do with the newer PSEs is they've got this, what they call a PBTS system, a precision bus tuning system. So with our custom string that we put on this bow, we also made his yokes a little bit longer to give you more precision when tuning with the yokes. And then what I also like to do is run the limb-driven cord through this little hole in the PBTS. I used to run a knot here at the back to stop it from pulling through. However, I found they can come loose over time. So I like to use one of these little clamps for the rest, like Hamster uses for the rest cord in anyway. I'm also running the little rebound dampener nice and low to the bow. And then I've got a little knot here just to stop it from rebounding back through and causing any issues. Not that I think that should happen, but just as the maximum security I can for this bow. Got a little knot here, got the little rebound dampener nice and low down, got a little connection here. And then I like to run this nice and low down, so it has a big loop around here, so that if in the field something ever happens to your rest cord, you've got a nice little bit of backup here, because you can run this higher up. So you've got about this much length of backup rope for if anything happens in the field. First time drawing it, I'm just going to feel if cam timing is close. To get the cam timing spot on, we're going to put it in the draw board and check. But just as a little starting point, I'm going to draw it and feel that nothing's way out. And then while I draw it, I might as well shoot a shot through paper just to see where we're running at. As a start, his cam timing feels dead on, so that's definitely nice and close. Let's shoot through paper and see what it does. Tear we got here, it's actually not bad as a little starting point. So what we're going to do is throw all his accessories on and have him shoot it as well. But as a little starting point, all we got going here, you can see the point went in just to the right, and you've got the tiniest bit tail left going on here. So what we can do is we'll check how the shims are looking on the cams. Else we can use the PSE's PBTS system. The rest is center shot. I don't really want to mess with center shot, so we'll see where we go from there. So this is the Vera 3 sidebar mount. It's a great system. It is definitely better than the old system. It's got an integrated QD, which is quite nice. Very, very, very smooth movement, which is nice. Another awesome thing is the mounting system. So this is the bolt that they sent with to mount it. So as you can see, there's these two almost like, they're washers, but they're almost like bushings. So what you do is you take the first one off, so that you've got the bolt with the one. Then this slides through your quick disconnect. So now that washer has a nice good connection there. You've got nice metal on metal contact. And then what you do is you take this other side and you put it on. So now your sidebar mount is sandwiched between those washers, making great contact so that it won't move. And now from here, we're going to go and slap this on his bow. So as well as his Vera sidebar mount, Travis is going to be running the new Quattro QD. I believe this is a 7-degree one. Actually a very nice angle, especially I don't like running like a massive one like a 10, or you get actually a 15-degree with the PSE's lower spot. Travis is going to run his stabilizer in the lower spot of the PSE. So I mean the lower spot of the PSE is already giving you a nice bit of angle, so running a nice in-between one like a 7 is usually a great bet for these bows.
I'm going to just do some paper tuning. I'm going to take the sidebar mount off because we obviously don't have a quiver or anything on here, which is going to defeat the purpose of putting that on. And I'm probably going to torque the bow, trying to counter that weight as it is. So I'm just going to throw that front stabilizer on, and let's just see. Evie's obviously a great shot. Let's make sure that I can put it through the paper correctly as well. You can see here, just like the shot I had through paper, we had one little weird tear here. That's just as the arrow went through the paper. However, you can see his 4 fletchers with his point perfectly in the middle. Great bullet hole. Fantastic. So this bow is pretty much ready. Yeah, I was going to make up my mind on that sight. Yeah. It's a week later. I made up my mind. I freaking love this sight. That 10th thou pin is as bright as ever. It's probably the brightest 10th thou pin on the market. I'm willing to put my name on that. I've tried a bunch of sights from 10th thou to 19th thou. This is the brightest 10th thou. I've shot it already this week up to 100 yards, grouping 3 inches of each other. And I'm just so chuffed. I'm super confident with this sight. So we're going to get in the range, show you guys how this bad boy is shooting.
And stuff.